Hello, this is Wayne here, and I am with Locksmith Ledger, and today we are reviewing the open and locked indicator lever lock from Arrow Lever Locks. This is also an Asa Abloy product, and we can run down some of the features of this lock. Main key features are going to be that this is an ideal retrofit application. It's commercial grade. It's grade 1 hardware, so you're going to get that commercial usage out of this, and it's going to hold up in that commercial application. The primary use for this is going to be commercial bathrooms. That's where this is really going to shine, and that's pretty much what this lock was made for. It comes with a 3-year commercial grade mechanical warranty. It is also certified ANSI BHMA 156.2 grade 1 UL listed hardware. So this thing is ready to go right out of the bag. It's got all of the features that every single commercial lock you will need will have. It's going to hold up to that high traffic use. It's going to hold up in those heavy duty applications, and it's going to do just about everything that you need it to. And it's very, very simple to install. Quite literally, the only tool that I'm going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver to install this thing. When it comes out of the box, this literally just came out of the box just like this. So we're going to take the side that does not have the rose on it, this side right here that doesn't have the finish side or the non-indicator side, and we're going to use the supplied detent release to go ahead and push into that small detent hole that's right here on the lever. All of this is now going to come apart, and we can go ahead and begin the installation. The first step is going to be installing this latch. You'll notice that there is no dead latch on here because it's simply privacy. We're not going for security, we're going for somebody to come up, they put their hand on the handle. It's not going to allow them to come in, but it's not locked like with a key for security. It's just to give them an indication somebody's using that, it's occupied, and they can't come in right now. You're also going to have that visual indication as well, but in case they miss the visual indication, if they pull down on the lever, it's not going to let them in. However, in the case that somebody accidentally locks themselves in the bathroom, it is also going to have this feature right here where you can use a flathead screwdriver to unlock the lock. I'm going to show that one more time. So the lock is now currently locked. You can see that it is in that locked position. And I will turn and it will go unlock. So the store staff could unlock this if a child or somebody locked themselves in that bathroom, or if somebody accidentally locked it and then the door came shut again. So the very first step is to locate our supplied latch right here, 2 3/4 back set, heavy duty latch. Okay, just like this. We're going to put this in, and then the side that has the ramp right here is going to be the side that is going to be the inside. So our indicator would obviously have to be on this outside. You'll then locate your screw pack, which is right here. Very easy to locate, not very many parts. This is very simple to install. There's only 4 screws. You can't put these screws in here, so you can only use these screws to tighten down the latch. I recommend that you use a hand screwdriver. Some people like to use power drills. The problem with power drills is you tend to get a little carried away, and you tend to start stripping out screws in that particular application. If you use a hand screwdriver, that tends to not happen so much. Cross-threading and stripping the screws out is going to be greatly reduced if you use the hand screwdriver. It's not quite as fast, it's not quite as fun, but it is definitely going to give you a better result. Then we're going to make sure that these screws tighten down. I like to snug one and then tighten the other one down, and then come back and really start pulling things into place. Now, I'm going to look and make sure that we have the correct back set. I can see that my latch catch is right here. That is going to slide into this groove right here. So we're going to slide. Once you have your latch completely installed properly, and you can see that it's got that proper back set right here. You can see that there's just a little bit of that sticking through. When you have the correct site, you're also going to need to make sure that you have these 2 grooves either cut into your door if it's a metal door, or notched into your door if it's a wood door. Okay, these 2 little spots on this side, you need these 2 through holes on the top and bottom, but you're also going to need these 2 little spots drilled out as well, because that is a feature of the lock. You can see these two little claws that kind of stick out that help stabilize the lock so it can't get twisted off of the door. Now I'm going to take the body and the chassis of the lock, and this was, again, make sure this is going on the outside, so this is going to go on the flat side. Notice there's a rounded side and a flat side. This is going to go on the flat side, and it's going to go directly into this groove right here as it slides right on. I'm going to show that. Okay, it's going to slide right on. Everything fits nice and flush. If you see space around here, there's probably a problem with how those little claws are aligning on the door, okay? Or it's got a problem with how the holes are lined up. So double check if you have any problems. It should just slip right on, maybe a little nudge. Much more than that, you're gonna wanna pull it off the door, and you're gonna wanna make sure that your prep is correct before you continue. Now, again, very simple. This is the back side right here. Okay, it's gonna have this little tab part that sticks out. I believe that's gonna go towards the back so that the lever can go against it. And we're just gonna slide this right on, just like so, okay? Clicks right on, goes right in, sits nice and flat and flush. Now I'm gonna take my screws, we're gonna pop these on. Again, hand tight is always going to be a much better option. I know there's lots of power tools out there and guys like to use those. If you're going to, I mean, that's your decision, but do know that it could cause stripping out a screw or cross-threading a screw, in which case you're not going to have any extras on the truck, and it might cost you another entire unit before to rob the screws from that to be able to complete your installation, because they only give you exactly what you need. There's not a whole lot of extra parts involved. So we put the second screw in just like this. Get everything, notice how I do this top one snug, and then I'm always going to be testing as we go. As we tighten down, I'm going to test and make sure that we get a return from the latch right here. And then I'm going to test it on the inside, and I get my return just like that. Okay, that's very, very important. Now I'm going to come back, I'm going to tighten the top one up just a little bit, make sure that everything's nice and snug, make sure the bottom one's nice and snug. I'm going to give it a test again, and you can see that it's easily coming out and going in freely. The next step is very simple. You have these little indents. Those are going to go on the indents right here. So notice how I'm just kind of lining them up. It's going to go right on, and then you'll see this little valley. All we have to do is push and rotate down. You'll feel it make a couple clicks. You want to make sure that it's twisted all the way down and that it can't come off. Give it a pull test and see if you can pull it off. I cannot pull this off in any way, shape, or form. Then we just take the lever that we took off, simply attach that, push it on, no nuts, no bolts. It's going to go over the detent that releases it, and it's going to hold everything. I'm going to give that lever a pull, and that's going to tell me that the installation is now completed. So I can take my lock. You can see that it's currently green, so I would go inside the restroom. I would push the button. It's going to go automatically to red. If I come up from the outside, I cannot get in. It's going to give me a visual indication that this is occupied, and it's going to give me a physical indication. I push down on the lever, it does not let me in. Person comes out, automatically, it goes green again, and then a new person can come in, and they can have their turn. Now, in the event that a child or somebody gets locked in, you can see it's locked, the button is pushed in. If I take anything, a flat blade screwdriver, or actually even a quarter, okay? You can take a quarter and you can put it right here, turn it, and it pops to green. I'm gonna do that one more time. Perhaps you can see it this time. And there it goes. And it releases the latch. And now the store owner doesn't have to keep track of keys. Everybody's got a quarter, and they can rescue that person. Somebody passes out or whatever in there, they can save the day, and they can go ahead and open the door and continue business, give that person the help that they need. This is a great setup. Grade 1 hardware. It's going to last the test of endurance. It's going to hold up to the abuse. and it's going to give your customers all the features they want in one easy to install package that looks great too. For more information, click out on the website below and check out the Arrow Indicator Privacy Level Up. Thanks for watching.